Alright class, now we are studying about the laboratory thermometer. Okay, the thermometer used in laboratory are filled with either alcohol or mercury. Okay, it has been already stated we can use either alcohol or mercury as a liquid in a thermometer. The range of a common mercury laboratory thermometer varies from 25 degrees centigrade to 350 degrees centigrade. Okay, the range of the mercury thermometer varies so much. You see, minus 25 to 350, but whereas the alcohol thermometer it varies from only minus 10 to 75 degrees centigrade, means the range of temperature which we can calculate using alcohol as a liquid in a thermometer is very less as compared to using mercury as a liquid. Okay, so we prefer mercury over alcohol. While using the thermometer, its bulb should be dipped completely into the liquid. Okay, while we are using the thermometer, what we have should make sure that this bulb should be completely dipped in a liquid. Okay, first thing. And the next is when you use a thermometer in lab, be careful about the following thing. Now something has been stated out here which we need to follow while using thermometer in lab. Okay, never hold the thermometer from its bulb. We should never hold it from the bulb. We should not hold this side. Okay, we should never hold the thermometer here, okay, with our hand. And then another is keep the thermometer vertical, like it has been placed over here. In the same way we have to keep it vertical. All right. And the next is dip the bulb completely into the liquid whose temperature you are measuring. Now we have to dip the bulb completely. We are measuring the temperature of this liquid, isn't it? So what we are doing, we are completely dipping the bulb into that liquid. Okay, now the bulb or the stem of the thermometer should not touch the wall or the base of the container. Now these should not touch wall of the container, okay, or base of the container. It should be like here only. It has not touched walls. You see, it is in the middle of the container. Okay, it is not touching the wall of the container. And then take the temperature reading without moving the thermometer out of the container. Now when you are taking the temperature reading, what we are not removing this and we are calculating. Okay, we are keeping our eye out here only. We are just watching it. Okay, it means out here. All right, and then we will mark the temperature. We will not remove it while marking the temperature. Okay, and then while noting the reading, your eye should be at the same level as the mercury line. Again we have to make sure, see, we can't remove this, right? So we have to make sure that our eye is at the same point where the label of mercury is. See, if the label of mercury is here, but with by my eye I am looking it out here, means my reading will be wrong. Or if I see my reading out here, means my reading will be wrong. So I have to make sure that my eye is in the right place. Okay, now take at least 2 reading to avoid inaccuracy. Now if I am taking only reading at one time, okay, what I do, I measure the liquid temperature of the liquid now. Okay, and then I just assume that my assumption, my experiment is correct. Okay, but what if it is wrong? So I have to cross check it again. So better to take 2 reading. I am taking it now, and again in some second, after some seconds or some minute, again I'll take one time. Okay, and I'll make sure that the temperature of liquid is the same which I have found. Okay, now coming to next is, before noting the reading, find at least, before noting the reading, find the least count of the thermometer. Now what is the least count? Okay, I'll be explaining you. You see out here, this is 10 degree centigrade for example. Okay, and this is 20 degree centigrade. Okay, between two there how many reading are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. Okay, that means between 10 and 20 there are how many readings? There are 20 readings, isn't it? So what is the least count? How can we calculate the least count? Example, okay, divide the difference between the number of division, divide the difference between the number of divisions. Now we have to divide the difference between the number of division, that is, see, actually 10 to 20, how many division are there? 10 division. But if we are counting each scale, in the scale, then how many division are there? 20. So what we have to do, we have to divide 10 by 20, we are getting how much? 0.5. alright, for this we have how many division? 10 division. And then how many boxes we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In the scale we have 10 readings, so 10 divided by 10, 1. That means each box or each scale is having a count of, having a weightage of 1 degree centigrade, but here each scale is having a weightage of 0.5 degree centigrade. Okay, now the weightage of each scale is known as least count. Okay, now you see, least count of thermometer is the temperature reading represented by one division of the scale. Now one division of the scale represent 0.5 here, and one division of the scale represent 1 degree centigrade here. Okay, you can calculate least count of a thermometer in a simple step. Hold a thermometer and count the number of division between any two numbers. See, I am counting the number of division between these two number. Okay, number of division, that is 20 division between two numbers. Okay, then what I am doing, divide the difference between the number, difference between the number and the number of division. Now difference between the number and the number of division we are dividing. If there are 20 division between 10 and 20, the least count will be difference in number, difference between 10 and 20 divided by number of division, that is, each division will be having weightage of 0.5 degree centigrade. Okay,